What's up, family?
Hey, family.
So we are coming at you with the breakdown of our Q&A series, Love, Age Gap, and
Naivete.
So today, we are hoping that you guys have been able to get into the series, and we hope that you like it.
There's a lot of things that we uncover, as we're putting these clips together. I know they're short, but there's actually a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. And we actually get a lot of good reflection and insights on the things that brought us together, and just remembering these moments that were bigger than we even thought they were. I mean, we're literally learning along the way as we point out these things that were so impactful to us. And we get to share that and have fun with it, and hopefully bring you guys some entertainment value.
So today we are going to be reviewing some of the clips from the video we just dropped, and we want to, just pause a little bit, stop, reflect, and just give you guys a little bit of behind the scenes of what we were thinking and what went into this part of the video. So let's get into it. Okay.
Let me start this one. So, this is based on hardcore facts. I have waited on from the beginning outside her home to pick her up for over 3 hours, multiple times. And then if it was shorter than that, there would be it would be shorter than that. But for the most part, this is not something that I expected. This is not something that I have ever done in my life. I have never waited. If I was supposed to meet someone or connect with somebody at a particular time, I was there at that time. Typically, if I waited anything, if I'm waiting and it's not prescribed to why I'm waiting, I'm out of there. So I was really feeling her and was curious. And our age gap actually played a part in why I stayed. Because I'm thinking, well, maybe things are different today, right? Maybe, so my mind's playing tricks on me the entire time that I'm waiting. So this is kind of letting you guys know that what was going on in my mind. I had so much time, I could have done a lot of things. But really, my mind was playing tricks on me. I didn't know, should I wait? Is she peeking out the window? Is this some new thing where you're weak if you wait and you're strong if you just leave, or reverse? You're strong if you wait and weak if you leave, oh, this man really loved me or like me. He waited for 3 hours, right? I didn't know. Right? Go ahead.
The crazy part is that, so for me, for the longest time, I've had a terrible sense of time. So when I was like, oh yeah, I just need like 10 minutes, I meant that because in my mind, it's only going to take me 10 minutes to do whatever I have to do.
What you saw was something that was true.
Like,
she was doing her hair and doing all kind of stuff.
There was one time where I was doing my hair. Okay, first of all, I like to be, presentable. We're in the dating phase and stuff.
And when she came out, she was ready.
Okay.
She was ready.
Like I wasn't coming correct. All right. Here we go.
Good form, by the way.
Thank you.
Go. I waited on my wife to be, by the way, another 22 days. Just a clarification. Her last name will change.
My last name will change. I will be DDD.
She'll actually be Day.
Day. You ready to go?
Have I ever woken up over there?
You probably took a nap. I think we both taken a nap.
Just a nap? We didn't wake up the next day?
No, not
I never woke up
in my house. Oh yeah, we have. Cause we're in the car. Yeah, we blew ourselves in the car. Yeah. That's because you stayed.
Just talking and
Yeah.
took 3 hours. Yeah.
They love each other. Here you go. Should have communicated that you're trying to open my door. What are you doing?
Pause it. So, this is a play on the fact that there's a lot of different etiquette things that she just wasn't, I don't know if she expected them or just was not accustomed to them, but it was just how I moved, right? Opening her doors, pulling her chair out when she sit down, just chivalry and etiquette. And, you know, I find out at some point that a lot of that stuff is dead or dying, right?
Yeah. So not necessarily the door all the time, but sometimes like for a while that would be an issue. Even sometimes I'm like, okay, we're trying to hurry up and get somewhere. I'll just open the door or whatever. And so we're still, you know, working that out. Because I was like, oh, is it just sometimes? Like if we're rushing, then I open my own door, or even if we're rushing. So I found out it's even if we're rushing, he's still open my door. Unless it's like a dire, you know, emergency room type situation, that's different. Anyways, so
walking on the right side of the sidewalk.
So this was
still
really,
dealing with that.
So
right?
This was just a play, just, you know, the overall chivalry thing, and I think that is something that we need to bring back
as a culture.
As a culture.
That's something you're missing out on, but something we need to bring up.
Oh yeah, no. As a culture, I'm not missing out on that at all. He reminds me all the time. If we're going for a jog or a walk or a run or whatever, he's like, you got to get on the right side of the road. Which is the woman is on the inside of the sidewalk, the man is on the outside, closest to the cars. Thank you. All right, go.
Well, I was trying to open your door.
Oh, that is so nice. Thank you. And I always really loved it. Like it was so heartwarming. I felt so cared about. I'll know next time. So let's go. Oh, I realized I only did one of my eyes. I didn't do my eyelashes on this side, so you know, I couldn't. I've done that before too.
Or forget something, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, that's how you should be done by now.
Yeah,
you should be
to go
all
back
ready to go.
Yeah.
I was up for 10 days working on this playlist. She should feel this. Pause.
This one part.
So, this part is interesting. Because it wasn't that I was trying to play up that I was into whatever the newest music was. It was just that I was already in the season of wanting to, of exploring new music because I had been off the scene in that regard for a long time. And I was really starting to appreciate some things. But a lot of stuff I was appreciating was stuff that for her, that was still last year, right? It was still last year, but I wasn't really feeling it, you know. But I just thought that was really a play on that. So I was excited to play some music for her. I'm thinking, oh, she's gonna be surprised. I'm into this, that, and the third. You know, so she's gonna be surprised. Right? I got some playlists for her, right? I'm really feeling these playlists, and she just like.
Because it's kind of like, I thought he was being corny because I'm like, I don't even listen to this music. Wait, let me just tell y'all. One of his classes, you know, when I was taking his class, no, it was when I was helping out, right?
When you were a TA, right?
When I was helping out with his classes, literally, it's 10 a.m. Let's just be clear. It's 10 in the morning. Heck aloud. They say it's a big rich town. Yeah. I just come from the Bowen's Park. Bright light, many life, I gotta make it way up down. Every morning. 10 a.m. Wow. So loud. So even though that song do slap, I was just like, what is he doing? It just didn't it wasn't. Anyways, it just wasn't.
In my defense, everyone.
Kendrick Lamar in front of my house, heck aloud. I was just like, I'm an undercover lion. I lie under the covers. That's all he was giving.
Now, come on, I know you guys laugh. Like, who run around playing theme music from a show? Now,
it's a fire song, though.
The song is fire. I'm teaching about financial literacy, and helping people realize there's a lot of financial opportunities out there. You got to think bigger. So, you know, and I'm teaching a class in San Francisco. I'm thinking, okay, you know, it's the epitome of a big rich town, right? So, you know, you got New York, and you definitely go think about San Francisco. So I'm trying to get these people to be in that mindset that there's huge opportunities out there. So I'm thinking that it fit. They can kind of see. Go ahead.
I don't think anybody was thinking about that from the class. If it's power, they're thinking about them little nasty naked scenes.
I wasn't even thinking about it
or
like that.
segs scenes. So
there you go, right? Even we can look at the same thing and be looking at it differently.
Right, you're thinking about the meaning of the song, and when you think the song, you think of power. When you think of power, you think them butt nakedness. Butt naked nastiness.
Not once did I think about it. This is new to me, hearing this part of it. Right?
Think of the sun.
I tell you one thing though, everyone that was in those classes appeared to be really filled in those classes, and they got a lot out of it.
No, yeah, the classes were great. The classes were dope. Period. Especially because we're working together.
There you go. So, but yeah, I used to be really excited about. Oh yeah, she gonna be like, oh man, he you know, he got good taste in music. And she did tell me I had good taste in music.
Yeah,
it just wasn't for that music that I initially played.
Yeah, I was just like, he's doing a lot right now. I just thought he was trying to, you know, do a lot, do too much, because it was, you know. But like, he thought I was doing the same thing though. We'll get to that part, but yeah. So, all right.
Now I know he is not playing. You know what? He is only playing this because this is what he thinks I listen to. Okay, I see.
Gonna turn it up.
Oh man,
That's my part.
You like this music?
I know a little something.
Interesting. Not really.
Such a lit down. Sure.
Bruce is doing the vocals for both songs.
This literally happened. I'm thinking she playing games, trying to age me out, like trying to subtly be like.
This is the first song I actually played when we rode in the car together.
All right, that's what's up. Like, this is my parents grew up on. Right? How old you think I am, right? This is literally what I'm thinking, right? Yeah. But I'm, you know.
But no, that
of course, I like that music too. I like old school.
Yeah, I bet you did. We actually have very similar taste in music.
That's the song for me. But I'm in my head trying to figure out what she's trying to say to me, putting this on. But it is fire though.
Let's stay together.
And she's all into it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on. It's good music. Period. Stop playing.
Despite our age gap, we actually have more in common than we do uncommon. We didn't try to pursue one another in the beginning, so we actually got to know each other for real. We realized that when it comes to the things that matter, our age gap doesn't complicate our relationship. It's a unique variable that simply adds value to our story.
I really like that. It was definitely giving movie vibes at the end with that guitar strum. It was definitely giving movie vibes.
Or a show, you know.
Or a show. But that wrap up was
with the dramatic conclusion, right. The summary. Okay. But we just want to come to you guys and give you a breakdown, kind of let you know what we're thinking and shed some light on what led up to those particular clips and how they played a role in us getting to know each other deeper than the surface stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so she mentioned something in the clip that it's true. We didn't meet pursuing each other at all. That just was uncovered along the way. So we met on some foundational things that were very important to us, and with regard to the future that we both wanted. You know, so we were discussing, learning, dissecting, evolving around some topics that were very important to us.
Yeah.
Spiritually,
definitely.
Educationally, psychologically, mentally, physically meaning a huge part of the class was focusing on health and well-being. So these things were foundational things that were at the forefront of us even knowing each other. So the other stuff came after that.
That is very true. And I'm so happy. We're talking about this the other day. I'm so happy that it went like that, where it was just like the intention in the beginning, nobody was even on that type of time. And then after we got to know each other for real, like I said in the video, like the true core of who we are and just authenticity and all that stuff. And like you're a true person if you are truthful, all that stuff, both sides. Then it was just like, so it wasn't a lot of guessing, really wasn't too much guessing going on because we got to know each other. So,
and that played a huge part in us dealing with and getting through difficult times, because there were difficult times.
Yeah.
Our birthdays on the same day.
March 5th, baby.
Both born on March 5th.
What's up?
But the interesting part about that is that I was born March 5th of 1979.
And I was born March 5th, 2000.
You do the math. So with that being said, you know, there was a lot of things that we had to work through, mainly from other people's.
Right, not even from within, like from, we were good here. It was mainly other people and just how it looked and all of that stuff. So working through all that, but we were able to get through that and come out stronger together and now have a better and deeper, sturdy foundation now because we went through all that stuff up front. So
yeah, that's the hardcore facts. So we hope that you're enjoying the videos. We hope that we're providing you some entertainment value, but also some insights on some things that we've experienced and that we're growing through. I'm very fortunate to have had the opportunity to find true love. I always thought that was corny and only for TV. This is a serious testimony, and we'll talk more about that as we bring more episodes to you. And for those of you that may be confused, the Q&A comes in and that we have people provide a lot of different questions with regard to our story and how it is that we came to be together with such a what many people would consider a drastic age gap. And there was so much that people had to say before we even brought this to you guys. Said, you know what, it's an interesting story. It's unusual.
yeah.
Very unusual set of circumstances, especially in the communities that we come from. So it made sense and it gave us an opportunity to share some things that others may end up going through, or in a similar, or just in such a way that you may be able to get something from this and it may help you on your journey, whether it be relationship-wise, mindset-wise, or just dealing with your partner or your loved one.
Yeah.
We've gone through a lot. It wasn't an easy road to travel, but because of our foundation and connection, and even our growing faith and how we were evolving, that was a huge part of our coming together, that we both want to become better versions of ourselves. All that allowed us to give each other patience, grace, and everything that was needed to maneuver through the difficult times, which actually sets the stage for a healthy marriage, because marriage or a lifelong journey is going to have difficult times. And it's good to know that you are riding with a soldier.
Yeah.
Facts.
For real.
Right.
And I was just telling him from the beginning, just because we've gone through everything that we went through, and to see that he was still solid, still wanting all the smoke from anybody that had anything to say or whatever, wanted to that had any questions or just wanted to, I guess, test him or whatever, like, or us. Like, just seeing him persevere through that just really let me know, like, he's in it to win it. He's in it for the long haul, in it, and really loves me and really cares about me. And that even just helped me trust him even more, just seeing how persistent he was, even though it was just a whole bunch of stuff that was going on. And I was even saying to him, like, just the stuff that he endured just on his own side, like, that would have been really hard for me to go through. So even seeing him deal with that stuff just helped me have a different level of respect for you and just overall appreciation. So I definitely am so happy that you rose above the standard and just really, I guess, really held yourself in a certain way and just came off and was classy and just still very loving me. You weren't coming off irritable or anything like that. Like, you were just, I don't know, you were just you, and it was beautiful, and I love you, and I'm just grateful that you pushed through. So, that we pushed through.
And that was by the grace of God. Again,
yeah,
I had to put everything in God's hands at some point. And again, our story is interesting in that not everything was far from perfect. It just, I was very naive. She was very naive. But our naiveness actually contributed to our perseverance.
Facts. Facts.
You can't make this stuff up. So our spiritual walks, the desire for and the pursuit of spiritual walks, where the energy was there, but the nature and the understanding and knowledge around that was different. Habits, the behaviors, the I won't say the rituals, but just like the daily routines and the routines around and stuff were just different. We grew up in a different set of circumstances,
yeah,
and that existed in a different set of circumstances, and had to work through all those things. But it's been an amazing journey. We definitely look forward to bringing more light to what we're talking about as we bring you more content and going forward. Again, what's going on is that people submitted a lot of questions, and we're answering the questions in the form of videos. And of course, now we're going to start providing some behind the scenes clarity in the form of a breakdown to just add more value to what we're trying to accomplish for you and for us with regard to telling our story.
Yeah. So that's it. We will see you guys next week. Hope you guys look forward to our Q&A series coming next week, part 3, and then our breakdown, part 2.
Do it again, your accent.
So, we are hoping that you guys will all look forward. We're hoping that you guys are looking forward to next week's episode 3 of our Q&A series and part 2 of our breakdown series.
I love when she do that accent. Completely caught me off guard with that the first time she did it. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Bye. Goodness.